Hi, everyone. We're so excited that
Hi.
you're joining us today, Berna and Claire. We thought we would
Mhm.
do a couple of sort of videos where we answer a lot of clients' questions that keep coming up in sessions. And so today we wanted to talk a little bit about how to stop reacting to the 3D because this comes up probably the
Mhm.
most out of all of my clients, I would have to say. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's something that I think we have to learn in order to manifest successfully. Because if we keep reacting to the 3D all the time, which is essentially old news, we
Mhm.
keep being stuck in that same kind of cycle. So I have a
Yeah.
couple of client stories and some success stories to come with that too. But just in general, like what is your sort of take on the 3D and how we kind of navigate that and how we can stop reacting to it and being so emotional all the time?
I mean, I always find it really helpful to just remember that this 3D reality is not, as real as we think it is. It's at least a partial illusion. Some people talk about it as a simulation, or like maybe it's like a dream that's very realistic. I think all of those are really helpful ways to kind of think about it so that we don't kind of like lock in and just, yeah, start to spiral and start to feel like, oh no, all this stuff is happening to me and I have no control. It's so important to like remember our power. And I also like to think about it in terms of like, what are we accepting? Like every time I react to the 3D, that means I'm accepting that circumstance as true and as like the final answer. And so I don't want to be accepting it. So all I have to do is to just like not accept it. Like if I see a circumstance I don't like, it's like, no, that kind of thing would never happen to me. You just like reject it. You just like, no, I'm not, I don't accept that. That's not who I am. That's not how I'm treated. And you can say a few different things. You can say, like, no, that was just a bad movie I saw. That was a really bad dream. Because that way you're kind of like getting, like, you're allowing your brain to be like, yeah, that felt really bad, but it wasn't real. So those are some ways I like to work with it personally and with my
I
clients.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that because
Yeah. How about you? Yeah.
well, yeah, I think everything is our perception. And I often find when like all the good stuff is showing up for, myself and clients, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we really tap into all these amazing emotions and it's like it's
Yeah.
euphoric, But then when
Yeah.
it's not, it's like the end of the world. And it's like, I've ruined it. I've messed it up. Like, what is going
Right.
on? But the way that like I view the 3D is that it's old news, and sometimes there's a little bit of a catch up going on.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes it takes a hot minute for the 4D to be reflected out in the 3D, but the more dominantly
Mhm.
you're just going back within to the 4D and really marinating in that story that you want to be experiencing, the more the 3D will reflect that. So I think
Yeah.
just to look at it as feedback, like what's going on, what's still going on
Mhm.
internally. And that's
Yeah.
really it. Just not giving it any
Yeah.
more than that.
Exactly. I like to look at it as feedback with also kind of the thought of like, and it's no big deal because it's already changing, it's already changed, just sort
Yeah.
of putting it in the past tense. That to me really helps disconnect from it. Like, oh, yeah, like I barely even remember, like Neville Goddard has that I remember when technique. But I like to say more like, I barely even remember when I was going through those circumstances because it kind of just
Yeah.
disconnects us from it. So,
I love
yeah,
that. I
I
love
loved
that.
everything. Yeah, mhm.
Yeah. So
It's
that
great.
that is our sort of little take on how not to
Mhm.
react to the 3D, short,
Yeah.
sharp video. But I
Mhm.
think too, it's really important to just simplify things. We don't have to go down the rabbit hole with every single law of assumption conversation or technique,
Mhm.
or we just have to keep things really simple and just be like, oh,
Mhm.
if I don't like that, then I don't have to tap into it. I can just go back within. I can just,
Exactly.
you know,
And also,
simple.
yeah, you can also throw in a little revision. Like people think of like revision as like, oh, that's really challenging or it's some kind of challenging technique. It's really not. It's just saying like I said, like, no, I don't accept that. That never happened to me, you know?
Yeah.
And it just, yeah, kind of gets rid of the resistance to just like rewrite the story. Just imagine your whole life is like a novel and you could just rewrite it. So that's another one I love. I love revision. Just like, no, you
You're
can
so good
just
at
you can just
it.
you can just say no, and it makes everything in the present
No,
so much. Yeah,
exactly.
it's like
NO. That's awesome. Okay.
awesome.
Well, thank you for for answering that, Berna, and thanks to everyone watching, and feel
Yeah,
free to
thanks
reach
everyone for
out.
tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here if anyone wants coaching or if you just want to leave a comment and we can respond in the comment section, and we love engaging with everyone. So thank you for being here, and we will see you in the next video.
Mhm.